Hey everybody, Ken here, CCG vlog. 2 events this weekend, which is weird to say, just Friday and Saturday. No Thursday, no Sunday. That means you get a night off during the week, and you get Sunday off to watch some Bears game, or watch some YouTube stuff, or, CCG Poker TV, obviously. New podcast episode out on Thursday, all kinds of good stuff, but only 2 events this weekend, Friday and Saturday. We had a same charity cancel Thursday and Sunday. So that is kind of a new thing with COVID, something that people don't think about as some of the charities that we've worked with for many years are either out of money, can't sustain during the pandemic, or choose to not, want to be out in public for it. But either way, we're a little short on charities. So if you know anybody who's a charitable organization, 501c3, and been one for at least 5 years in the state of Illinois, you think this might be a good fit for them, hit me up. Let me know. Check it out in the comments. Go to our Linktree page, whatever the case may be. You guys know how to get a hold of me at this point. If this is the first vlog you've ever watched, ask, comment, how the hell do we get a hold of Ken? I'm Ken. That's why I say, hey everybody, it's Ken. CCG vlog. 2 events this weekend. We're going to start over, mildly speaking. 2 events this weekend, Friday and Saturday. The nice thing about only 2 events for the weekend means you basically take 4 days worth of events and you smash it all into 2 days. So it's like the old school CCG, retro CCG days where there's only Friday and Saturday events, which means you're gonna have massive early birds. I'm gonna guess 70 plus for Friday, 80 plus for Saturday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on record, 70 and 80, massive birds this week. Also really solid deep stacks. Maybe not Warrenville numbers where we're spiking 78, 77, which is what we hit last week on a Saturday, but it's possible. With only 2 dates, 2 deep stacks this weekend, again, you're basically taking 4 deep stacks worth of tournament players and getting them down into 2. So it should be great early birds and some great deep stack tournaments. But if that does not entice you to come out and play this weekend with us, this mid-October, the start of fall, we got some new tournaments. New late night spot on Thursdays and Fridays. Obviously, you're only going to be able to play it on Friday night this week. So the Night Owl tournament is now a new tournament structure. It's still a no limit Hold'em tournament. It's just no limit. Nothing fancy about that. It's just straight no limit Texas Hold'em. But it is now the late night spot on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays will be at 8:30 rather than 9 o'clock. So we're going to try to give a little bit more time, which means we can give you a little bit more chips. So the new late night tournament, it's called the Night Owl on this Friday. It's our first time we're going to do it at the Bridgeview Community Center. You get 10,000 in chips with your $5 add-on. Cost you, it's a $50 tournament. It's $55 all day is what it costs you. Hey, also the next episode of The Overlay is number 55, so check that out as well. That'll be out on Thursday. Night Owl tournament's cool. It's 15-minute levels, 8:30 start time. It's this bad boy over here. Back to me. $50 buy-in, $5 add-on, get you 10K in chips, 15-minute levels. Late registration through the first 5 levels, so that's what, kind of like an hour and a half in. So talking about 10 o'clock. So it's really a great structure. It should be a lot of fun. Should drive up those numbers so we can get a later night crowd. And I think it's a happy, sweet spot of a price point where it's not enough to deter players that want to play in the deep stack. They're still going to play in the deep stack, yet it's enough money where it's nothing worse than playing the $4 late nights, 2 tables, and first place is like $300. Like, that's great, but it's nice to get a little bit bigger, and by $10 more you can do that. So instead of a $45 late night, it's a $55 late night. I think the extra $10 will bring a lot more players than it will eliminate the lesser expensive tournament poker players. Anyways, long story short, Night Owl is now the new 8:30 Thursday, Friday, and Friday night tournament. So it should be tons of fun. Which brings us to our next one. I don't know if you can see this one. Now this is the crazy tournament. Bomb Pots. Everybody loves Bomb Pops. So Bomb Pops and Bomb Pops. Good Lord, I'll be able to say it. Bomb Pots. There we go. Bomb Pot is where everybody antes. Typically happens in cash games, although this is a new tournament format. It's super fun. It's going to be Saturday nights at 8:30. Again, we're moving that 9 o'clock time slot up to 8:30 to give us a little bit more leeway and play time so we can figure out, kind of when to, we get more chips, do a little bit better structures, things of that nature. There you go, Bomb Pop. And do a little bit different stuff. So 8:30 is now the new 9 o'clock start time. So it's not 9 p.m. anymore, it's 8:30. So Saturday night, I was like, do we want to try to do the night out? I was like, no, I don't. I want to do something completely different. So the Saturday 9 o'clock, which is now the new 8:30 time slot. It's a weird time slot, right? Like, players have already played in the deep stack. If you've made it that long and you played in the deep stack and you don't play the little deep stack, which is really there for the deep stack players that get busted out, the little deep stack is at 6:30 is supposed to be more of a players got busted in the deep stack, they still want to play. It's a good price point to do so. It's a $60 tournament. It's great. Bing, bang, boom. Not really what the late night tournament was for. Late night, we want to bring in some new players for that late night crowd. It doesn't always work. It's not a great time slot. So what we're going to try now is Saturday nights, the 8:30 time slot, which is the last tournament of the day on Saturdays, is going to be our crazy games, our mixed games, our test tube baby slot, just the randomness that we can try. So the first thing we're going to do, bomb pot. The bomb pot tournament, which I'll get to in a second of what a bomb pot is. You can check out our scoop video, which I'm going to try to do this week so that you guys can have it out there. So it'll go way into detail on what bomb pots are, but I'll give you a brief breakdown right now. The Saturday 8:30 time slot, which is new, is going to be our crazy mixed games, goofy games, something silly, all kinds of different things like bomb pots, maybe a flip and go, maybe a PLO tournament, maybe a horse tournament, 7-card stud, other heads-up tournaments, whatever. We're going to do different things there. That's our really wild and crazy tournaments, kind of the mixed games, the silly games, the games that you don't typically play all the time. And we're not going to do the bomb pot, always going to be Saturday night. That's going to run for like a month. So it's like a limited time only, 3 or 4 weeks tops. If something's working, we'll put it back in the rotation later, but we want to rotate that 8:30 Saturday night tournament. It's going to be kind of our new funky tournament time slot. We're going to try some new stuff, test some things out, see what happens, and hopefully players enjoy it, and we get some feedback on what players want to play. So like a Badusi or a Badasi or a Badoogie tournament, maybe we play that on Saturday nights. Who knows? It's endless. Chinese poker, spades. We can do tons of things that is in that. Gin tournaments. I'm literally yelling them all out at this point, but that's what the Saturday late night tournament is going to now be. It's our crazy time slot. It's now at 8:30 instead of 9. The first time we're going to do it, bomb pots. And what's a bomb pot tournament? Very simply, everybody's going to ante. There are no blinds. Everybody's going to ante, and at that point you get 2 cards, and then the dealer will flop out a flopper. The dealer will deal out a flop, and then at that point the betting action starts. So it's basically a no limit hold'em tournament, except there is no small blind and big blind. Everybody's going to ante. It's not. It's going to be the equivalent of the levels small blind ante, meaning if you're starting the tournament at $25.50, everyone will ante $25, 25 chips, and then a flop will come out, and then who's ever supposed to be under the gun will be able to lead out. At that point, the levels will be at your normal big blind level. So $50 will be the opening bet at that point. So that's how the structure will work. There is no pre-flop betting. You're going to see a flop before doing it. It's a fun game. It's super fun. You should come out and check us out. We also have an announcement coming very soon on the email. If you're not on our email list, join, because we were going to talk about the free roll coming up at the end of the month. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this weekend, Friday or Saturday. Podcast episodes, YouTube stuff, all kinds of crazy things happening. Night all. We'll see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.